Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Tyler Crawford. I'm 18 years old. I go to Lake Norman High School, and I'm a Spina Bifida survivor. So here's my story. I was born August 29th, 1998 at 4:26 p.m. and immediately following my birth, they took me away from my parents. Wouldn't even let my parents see me because they noticed I had a tail of nerves on my lower back. And when to check me out, then the following day, Dr. McClanahan came in and said, "Your son has Spina Bifida." And 11 weeks later, I had another problem come up. I had a heart defect. I had a valve that was clogged, an artery that was clogged, so they had to fix that. And I almost died from that, actually. I had a 49% chance of living, and I pulled through that. And then at 6 months, being 6 months old, they did my first back surgery where they tried to separate as much of the fat from the nerves as they could. Because what I had was spina bifida occulta mixed with meningocele. So the occulta part was, the meningocele was hidden, which was just a fatty nerve tumor attached to like my spinal cord. So then a year after that operation, I had the same exact operation done just to free up as much as they could as I was growing. And then I was about 3 or 4, they did it a third time. And then fast forward 2 years, I had been wearing diapers up to that point because with the way meningocele is, from my lower back where the tumor is down is completely not right. I had no bladder or bowel control. My hips, my knees, and my legs were all offset. My left leg smaller than my right, still is to this day. So they said, we can't really fix your son being offset, but we can give him back bladder and bowel control, limited bladder and bowel control. My parents were like, alright, let's do it. So I spent a week in the hospital. They took part of my small intestine to give me 2 ports, one for number 1, one for number 2. And after that, I was learning how to do it. Being 6 years old, trying to learn how to do it, I didn't really take care of myself that well, so I had quite a bit of infections as I was growing up. But luckily, I learned how eventually. And then, excuse me. In 2008, I had another major back surgery when I was getting tethered again. I was losing a lot of flexibility, and I was getting really cranky because it messes with your nerves. That's what tethering is, when your mass of nerves attaches to your spinal cord. So they separated that, and while they were doing that, they re-enhanced the ports to make sure they stay open as long as possible. Fast forward to my freshman year, I was about 15 at this time, and they discovered, out of complete shock, I was in the best shape of my life, and they said, your son has he has a tethered spinal cord, we need to fix it. My parents were like, okay, so we did experimental surgery. That was an endoscopic type surgery, and what happened was they went in with a scope and made a small incision, untethered me, and then sewed it back up. Well, that operation didn't really go as planned as they wanted to, so I ended up developing a spinal fluid leak, and there was an external bubble on the back of my back, and I couldn't run or jump or any of that because I'd feel all the shock from my back down my legs, and it was incredibly painful. And through all that, I got really depressed, but I kept doing drumline, carrying a big heavy drum, even though it was hard, but I didn't want to. I've always had the mindset, don't let that be your reason you don't perform. So in December of 2014, I had they went in, Dr. McClanahan, who's a neurosurgeon, Dr. Matthews, who's a plastic surgeon. Dr. McClanahan went in first and removed all the fluid, and Dr. Matthews came in with the muscle on top of that and covered that hole up. And then immediately following that, I got a whole lot better. I got myself back in shape, and everything was going good until August of last year. I got in a car wreck, fractured 3 of my lumbar vertebrae, and that took a while to get over. And I marched one season with junior year, I marched half my season junior year, and then I finished out senior year. And the big thing I want to reach out to people with spina bifida or any disease that's crippling, I hate that word crippling, I hate when people use it, or special, is that you're a fighter and you can choose to fight that battle and be someone who no one knows has this, because most of the people I know don't know I have this disease. But what I can say is just fight and keep moving on. I hope you enjoyed my story, and I hope this can help someone else.
No, I will not surrender. When God falls fast asleep, the kids still dance in city streets, from the White House lawn to the Middle East, and all around. I'm just saying that this time I feel it now. When God falls fast asleep, the kids When God falls fast asleep, the kids still dance in city